Knight Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist. Michael Knight, a young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless, in a world of criminals who operate above the law.
To Beyond the Night, brought to you by the GCRN and Audible.com. I am one of your hosts, Joe Mike, and joining me is Dion the Music Man. Hello.
Hello. Back yet again in the Kitt car for another epic ride.
Yes, today we're going to be going Beyond the Night and reviewing the next 3 episodes in Knight Rider Classic Season 2. Kitt, hit the turbo boost.
Be some kind of a driver, Michael Knight.
Oh, I thought you said she was blind.
Seeing isn't necessarily knowing. I heard that shot ring out.
I want the eyewitness.
Maybe he's just angry at someone.
He's angry at someone, all right.
And where are we?
Inside the compactor.
So first up today is one of Dion's favorite episodes, Blind Spot.
Yay!
Michael investigates a businessman played by John Milford, who's exploiting illegal aliens. A blind woman is the only witness.
Wonder who played her.
I'd have to go look. What are your overall thoughts on Blind Spot?
My overall thoughts are, okay, again, we have another episode that there is a bit of action here, but it's more heartfelt this time around, and we actually get to see a lady who's blind driving Kitt. So this was actually one of my favorites on another podcast that dealt with Knight Rider, and so I thought the plot was very, very well written, and we actually get to see blind senses put to the test. No pun intended.
Yes.
So this was very well done, and I there's not really much more I can say about it. I actually kind of like the fact we actually also get to see a guide dog, which I thought was very cute.
Yeah, Julie was played by Alyssa Davalos.
Okay,
no idea who she is.
Me neither.
That's who she was played by. No, I thought Blind Spot was very well done. It tells a really, really great story. It's one of those, hey, I committed a crime, but there's a witness, and we have to get rid of the witness things. But it was done so well, I think, because of the fact that Julie was blind.
Right.
And I really, really, really enjoyed it. Because for a while, they didn't know that she was blind.
Right.
They just assumed that, oh, she's driving the car, she must not be blind.
Yep.
So, yeah, overall, really enjoyed this one.
I did too. It was very well done, and it was a great job. Done, produced and directed and everything else. So, and hats off to the writers and everybody that did this.
This evidence drop, as you call it, is all very strange and unorthodox, Michael. And so is that cap you're wearing.
Hey, it's my ID. It's what the caller ordered, all part of the plan.
I don't think I'm going to like this.
Relax. Piece of cake.
I've heard that before, for instance, when we went up against Goliath. No, Michael, it's this location. Parking lots depress me.
All these cars, I thought you'd feel right at home.
It's precisely all these cars that bother me. Here they sit, left in the sweltering sun, for all practical purposes forgotten, while their owners browse in air-conditioned comfort.
Don't take it personally.
So let's turn the scanners on. I only have a few, actually. I do love the Goliath reference right off the bat.
Yes.
Thought that was great. I didn't know computers could have male PMS. I love how they really write well for a blind person, hitting on the fact that the other senses are heightened. I really thought that was great.
Yes.
Um, and what I also love about it is when Michael says, "Well, I don't want to leave you alone," and she's like, "I'm not alone. I have sugar."
Yeah, her dog.
Yep. Again, I find myself, like with some of the other episodes last week and in previous weeks in season 1, I just find myself just watching it for enjoyment. I'm just really liking it. And of course, tin cans, TV dinners, garbage can lids.
Inside the compactor, yes.
Yes, yes. What did you have? What did you like about this one?
I actually liked the fact that Kitt was changing his voice. One of those scenes where he was like, talking to Michael and having, Kitt was changing his voice in different octaves,
Yeah.
and that was just kind of funny. And like I said, we get to see a blind girl driving a car. And I have to ask, was that Andy Griffith that played the police officer, or was that someone else? Because that sounded like Andy Griffith.
No.
I didn't think it was. I just wanted to make sure.
There's no way, because Andy would have been old at that point.
Well, no, but he did Madlock, damn it. So,
But
my point is that it sounded like it sounded like Andy's voice, Andy Griffith's voice.
Yeah,
there's
no.
yeah. But I did like that. I did like I did like the one of the scenes I actually liked was where you see Dudley and the other guy driving up to try to get Julie, and you just see them in amazement. That girl's blind. Are you sure? As sure as I'm sitting here. So,
Andy would have been 57 when this episode came out, so there's no way that cop was Andy.
That's why I wondered, because it sure sounded like him. Because you hear somebody's under arrest.
Yeah, no, that's not.
I
Andy
didn't think
Griffith
it was, but you never know.
No.
And for all you Andy Griffith fans, no, I swear I'm not insulting him. It sounded like him to me.
Yeah.
But I did like that. And I also liked the ending where, she actually gets to drive Kitt again. And, Kitt's like, don't just stand there with your mouth up, Michael. Get in. We're in for the ride of our lives.
Yeah.
Then you see Sugar kind of bark. You see Sugar bark, and Kitt's like, oh, I guess you can get in too. Just mind your manners.
Yeah.
So those were cute. And then you see the motorcycle police officer again. It's like, really? We've seen you before. So those are my favorite moments.
But I can kind of sympathize with Kitt. Yes, I know seeing eye dogs are trained to be totally obedient and everything else, and look out for their masters and all that. But I see where Kitt has his aversion to animals, not just dogs,
Any
but
animal.
And I get that, and I kind of like that. But I also like that he's coming around to Sugar. So that's
that was a neat moment.
Yeah, it was. All right, let's turn the scanners off. I only have 2 things with this one. Okay, now I get that we find out that John is not the person that's going to be dropping the evidence.
Right.
I get that.
Right.
But I have a problem, and this is more of a nitpick, but I have a problem when the guy shoots. The guy shoots John, but Kitt's window is up. The very next scene, Kitt is shown rolling the window up as if the evidence was dropped in his seat, which it wasn't, obviously, since John is not the carrier. It wasn't even a drop at all. It just... I
had a problem with that scene, too.
Yeah, that just didn't make any damn sense to me. And I really hate it when actors overact being cops. A policeman's job is very serious, yet the motorcycle cop stops at the intersection, looks around, um, you know, he looks glancing in all directions, kind of like, which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? It's like
Warner Brothers moment.
Yeah. Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? It's like, you're overacting, playing a dumb cop, which cops are not dumb.
No, they're not.
And I didn't really care for that. I don't know. What didn't you like about this one? Anything?
One of the that one, the motorcycle cop, I wrote that note down. And wow, I guess it would be the scene where Julie was captured. Because I know that she's supposed to be blind, and obviously if you sneak around quietly enough and you don't hear a person walking coming up behind you, I guess that was one of the scenes I didn't like. And of course, poor Sugar, she's in the closet. Aww.
Well, I don't think that was a closet.
Was that a closet? It looked like a closet.
I think it was a bedroom.
Look again, but it looked like a closet when I saw it. So.
But yeah, other than that, this episode was very well done overall. So there's really nothing much to complain about. So. We are going to move on to the next episode.
Which way did they go? Where did the dogs go? Which way did they go?
There's insufficient distance for turbo boost, Michael.
Pray for no bumps and hold on. They tried to kill your brother at the hospital.
Oh, no.
I don't believe it. There's a car on the water.
Michael, what are you doing here?
Either stop him or risk losing everything.
Take a look at this radiator hose. Tell me that crimp is an accident.
What do you want from me?
How about the truth?
I keep getting the feeling that you think Bobby was doing something wrong.
No littering.
I'm pulling his water wings. He's lucky he didn't sink.
Prepare to get wet, pal.
This is no time for Long John Silver. Depth charges.
Up next is Return to Cadiz. A scuba diver is looking for an Aztec sunken treasure. Kitt hydroplanes, and the boat is the Finn Quest.
I don't know what to say about this one.
I was so bored with this plot. It was just...
There were too many holes in it.
There's too many holes in it, but it's basically sunken treasure, treasure hunting, which I normally don't mind treasure hunting stuff. I like that. I'm a fan of like Indiana Jones and National Treasure and all that, but it just seemed weird that a scuba diver would, be down there fishing and seeing, this crew, and then when they left that he went over and he found all this gold, and it just seems weird that someone would do that.
I guess one of the things that I have a problem with too is, okay, this is supposed to be a sci-fi show.
Yeah.
Not, we actually will see this again. That not this particular treasure hunting, but we'll see this type of scuba diving thing again later in season 4, I think it is. Season 3 or 4. But this had so many holes in it.
Yeah, it does.
It just really you kind of fell off with this one.
Yeah, it's not a very good episode. It's not even good background noise at all.
No.
Why even watch it? But let's see if we can find anything good about it.
Hey, Kitt.
Aye, me hearty. Is it a ration of grog you're needing?
Grog?
Aye, grog. Rum to you landlubbers.
Oh, no, you're not back on that program again, are you?
Let's turn the scanners on. I will say that there are some great songs in this episode. Great songs, and the end of the episode was just amazing. What I do absolutely love about this episode is the fact that April and Michael are just straight up flirting with each other all the time.
Yes.
it's, you know,
Rebecca was really cute in this role for this one.
Yeah, yeah. You know, we said back in season 1 with Bonnie. Bonnie came around, and Bonnie kind of, but Bonnie was never. April's more hands on.
Yes, she is.
You know, more so to the point of, you know, she's in the field, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Whereas Bonnie is usually just relegated to.
She was either in the semi or kind of back at the Foundation headquarters.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, I really enjoyed the end of that episode. The end of the episode when she's like motherly and
Now,
and she
listen,
just
you
looks
two.
at them. Yeah, yeah. So awesome.
I did like that. You know, kids talking about, you know, well, first I was told to go into the water. Now that I like the water, I'm told to stay out. You know, and like you said, isn't that, you know, him, you know, Kitt talking about being motherly, and you know, Michael's laughing. Well, you got that right. You know, April was real cute for this role, for this episode. You know, for that meeting.
Yeah. What did you like about this one? Anything?
The fact that this time around Michael was not desperate for a hot chick.
Besides April, was there a hot chick in this episode?
Well, Jennifer.
Okay. I guess in 80s standards, maybe.
Yes,
but...
in 80s standards, yes. But it wasn't one of these damsel in distress, oh my God, save me now. It wasn't one of those plots.
Yeah.
That's, you know, that was actually a blessing to get a break from that. So, that's, I also kind of like the fact that we see a little bit of the anger when Michael's chasing the guy that tried to kill Bobby. So I like that, you know, so there was a bit of action there. So, and the fact that he actually doesn't just shut the door, he slams it. It's like, damn it, I lost him, you know? And so there's a lot of good things I like about this, and I'm sure there's a lot. I've written some notes down about Scanners Off as well.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get to that because
I'm sure you and I can throw some down real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna board myself. Wish me luck, huh?
Michael, don't do anything foolish. Michael! Michael!
My sensors indicate the anchor is up, Michael.
In that case, prepare to get wet, pal.
You can't be serious.
Sloat's serious, and he's got Jennifer.
But you heard April. There are unanswered questions regarding the viability of my third-stage aquatic synthesizer.
Maybe we'll answer them here and now, me hearty.
Michael, this is no time for Long John Silver.
So let's turn the scanners off. Underwater episode. Boo. Now, normally I wouldn't write down anything negative about Kitt, but what the hell was that sound effect when his analyzer came out? That was a new effect that they used for that. It was something completely... I've never heard that before.
I hadn't either.
Yeah, that was weird. And I'm just not into this episode at all. Sure, the buried treasure and buried treasure and treasure hunting is cool, but I just don't care for this one. It's not that great of an episode.
Wait, the analyzer sound? I think that's from Centipede. I think that's from the game Centipede.
Oh, is it?
I believe so. Now that I think about it.
I didn't recognize it, so I wasn't
I'll listen
sure.
again. I may be wrong, but I'll listen again. And if it isn't that, then it's not. But I do know that they used Centipede as one of the sound effects, you know, as the analyzer sound.
Right. Yeah. What didn't you like about this one?
A book author being a criminal.
I know. So stupid.
Really? Okay, really? A book author being a criminal. Okay, then. Whatever works.
Yeah. That's little weird.
Very.
Anything else?
Too much pirate talk.
No, I like that.
Really?
I thought that was cool. Yeah, I did like that. I thought that was really neat. You know.
Well, not so much from Michael, but Kitt was just being driven crazy with it. You know, the Long John Silver thing. And
Yeah, yeah. It was kind of a back and forth between the two of them the whole episode, though. It wasn't like too much on one end or too much on the other end. It was kind of like a back and forth. So.
The burglar alarm has just been deactivated.
He took my diamond bracelet!
Elliot's office was robbed by a dead man, or a very able student.
You've been reading too many gossip columns. For your information, there was no robbery.
Now get in. Give us a head start and follow.
Kisses don't lie. They're real. Borrowed, but real.
And finally, up today, we search for Kitt the Cat. Michael tries to catch a Robin Hood-style cat burglar before an obsessed cop does.
Obsessed is not the word.
Yeah, and it turns out that the cop is the actual villain. The cop, Griffin, was played by Keen Curtis. I've seen that guy before in other 80s stuff. I don't know where, but I have seen him before. Mm-hmm. The basic plot here is that supposedly a legendary cat burglar who got killed is the one doing all this stuff and, you know, robbing all these places. And
it's actually the daughter and the butler.
Yeah.
Because the cop is actually trying to kill the daughter.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the butler in the pantry with the wrench. Essentially, Knight Rider's version of Clue is what this episode is.
Yes.
And it's done very poorly. I don't know. Did you have any thoughts on the plot?
Underwritten. It needed a stronger backbone. Didn't have a good backbone to it.
Yeah, not at all.
No. They could have kept the burglar story if they had just given it a strong beginning, a strong middle, and a strong ending.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that didn't happen.
Nope, not at all. It's just nuts.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
So let's turn these scanners on. The only note I have written down is a very interesting beginning to the episode. Really liking it, and then that's it after that. The only other thing I liked was at the end was, Michael, I think I should change my name. Kitt the Cat. I thought that was cool, but other than that, I really don't care for this one at all. Did you have anything positive you wanted to say about it?
One thing, and that was the cop finding out or asking who was speaking in the car.
Yeah.
That was really about it. Like I said, overall, you know, it's just not a strong episode. Not really one you could watch. I mean, I guess you could watch it, but it's not one of those ones you would enjoy and say, okay, I could watch this one again. Yeah. It's not one of those ones that would grow on you.
No, not at all. So let's turn the scanners off. I hate the guy that said, no, we were not robbed. That guy was a douchebag. It's just the way he sounded, no. And then the plot thins after a while. It's like there's this whole mystery and intrigue of, oh, is this guy really alive? Is this? A vigilante cop. Ugh, no. I mean, but really, that's taking vigilante cop to a whole new level of actually wanting to kill someone.
Yeah.
For no real good reason. Just the fact that, oh, she's evil, she must die. It makes no damn sense.
The fact, and he even says, you know, you hunted my father for 20 years. You know, he's dead and buried. Why can't you just leave it at that? And that would have made sense to leave it there. And, of course, you know, he responds with, well, the only difference between you and your father is I'm going to catch you.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, you are obsessed.
Yeah. And then my final one was, so it was the cop all along. Boring.
You wrote the same note down.
Oh, just boring. What'd you have for this one?
Not really. I mean, pretty much the same ones. The plot was too easy to you could poke a fork through it.
Pretty much, yeah.
It was very easy to figure out.
Yeah.
Very easy to figure out, and it was just kind of like, okay, really? Can we see something with more excitement, please?
Yeah, exactly. So we are going to go to the commercial break, and you hear some other Knight Rider stuff, as well as a special Kitt commercial that I will be finding. And we'll go from there. We'll be back to close the show after that.
Yes.
Shut up.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
You can keep it to yourself, but it wouldn't be fair, 'cause that chocolate crispy taste is loved
everywhere. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
You can now hear the Geekcast Radio Network while on the go with Stitcher Smart Radio. Stitcher is a free use and talk mobile app available for your smartphone. And when you download Stitcher to hear Geekcast Radio, you'll have a chance to win money. Downloading is quick and easy. Just find Stitcher in the App Store. During registration, hit the promo code box and enter Geekcast Radio, all one word, to get automatically entered to win $100. The latest episodes of the shows will be waiting for you in your favorites. You'll get access to lots of other amazing shows too. Always available to you on demand, no syncing. It's Stitcher Smart Radio. Don't forget to enter promo code Geekcast Radio when you register.
Movie Week in Review is the Geekcast Radio Network's weekly movie podcast. Steve and Mike take a look back on their favorite films and give you their thoughts. They also bring in co-hosts at times. If you are a movie buff, listen to M-Wire only on GeekCastRadio.com.
Kit.
Yes, Michael.
Just keep driving.
For you listeners of Beyond the Night, Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their service. Use audibletrial.com/geekcastradio. Final thoughts on the episodes today?
Oh, let's see. Blind Spot, I have to give a 5.
Yeah.
Return to Cadiz, 2.
Okay.
And Kitt the Cat, a 1.
Not even. Well, all right. Blind Spot for me gets a 5.
Uh-huh.
Cadiz gets a 1. And not even Kitt's, changing his name could save this score.
No.
But Kitt the Cat gets a 0.
Really?
Fucking
wow.
0.
A big goose egg.
Yes, just a complete and utter goose egg.
Goose egg.
Yes, I like the back and forth, and I like all that stuff with Michael and Kitt,
right.
But the overall plot of the episode sucked so bad that it was a 0.
Yeah,
it is just a 0. So
it was lucky that it even got a 1 from me.
So why don't you tell the people about your other stuff that you do?
Other stuff that I do, you guys can head over to www.sky106.net and check out my broadcast every Saturday evening from 7 to 10 p.m. called DJ Music Man's Mayhem. But don't just check out my show. Also check out the DJ schedule and find out who is on then on www.sky106.net. We have a lot of great DJs. You can also follow us on Twitter. You can add us to MSN. And, of course, if you have other great applications you want to listen to us in, you can add us that way. You can also follow me on Twitter, themusicman01. I'm sorry, that was an old email address that I had. Themusicman08, rather. Themusicman08. Let me know how you got my Twitter, and if you have any questions about the KR stuff, I'll talk to TFG1, and we'll see what we can do.
Thank you for joining us here on Beyond the Night. There are so ways to get in contact with us or leave feedback for the show. Visit the website, geekcastradio.com. You can comment on each and every episode post. Email us, feedback at geekcastradio.com. Follow us on Twitter. The show name there is at Beyond the Night. Mine is TFG and Mike. You can also follow at Geekcast Radio for all the other network updates. Become a fan on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/GeekCastRadioNetwork. Call the voicemail line. Tell us the show you're leaving the message for and your name. 502-526-5821. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Beyond the Night and wish you'll join us next time when we'll be reviewing 3 more episodes from Knight Rider Classic Season 2, those being Custom Kit, Soul Survivor, and Ring of Fire. For now, I am TFU and Mike with...
The Music Man 08.
Kit, close the show.
Like the nursing kid, huh?
Electronically speaking, I'm pulling his water wings. He's lucky he didn't sink. You're both lucky. This synthesizer's faulty, and there'll be no more aquatics until the entire system's been rebuilt. From scratch.
Just when I was beginning to enjoy the water, too.
No more swimming for you, buddy.
I see you're lifting the anchor. About to get underway, are we, maybe?
Kid?
Michael, I do believe April is becoming more parent than technician to me.
Why do you say that, Kid?
Well, when I objected to the water, I was told to go in. And now that I've begun to like it, I'm told to stay out. Isn't that motherly?
Motherly?
You got that right.
Mother... Now listen, you two.
One man can make a difference, Michael. Michael Knight, a lone crusader in a dangerous world. The world of the Knight Rider.